Hello, welcome to Higher Education Updates channel. And so I'll be discussing on how to check your HELB and scholarship application status. And recently, I have seen a lot of students asking about some errors on their HELB portal. So we shall go through the errors, and also I'll be discussing on how to rectify them, or if there is no issue with those errors. And so we have two ways on how to check the HELB and scholarship application status. You can use the HELB portal, this one here, or you can use the USSD code for HELB, that is star 642 hash. Then you select the academic year, you log in, then select the academic year. You must also be able to remember your PIN, but this one works better to second, third, and fourth years, because for first years, most of them they haven't registered on the USSD code. And also you can use the star 334 hash method. Then you go to the Lipa na M-Pesa option, then government services, then you go to HELB. And so after you apply for HELB, your portal may show you have not applied for any loan. You should not panic. This is normal before the HELB board verifies your application, and this is for first time application. So for those who have applied for first time application, you may find this on your portal. So after you log in into the HELB portal, to check the HELB status, you click here on my loans. Yeah, you click on my loans here. Then your loan status and scholarship will appear here. But for first years, those who have recently submitted the first time application, this is what will always appear. This is because the HELB board has not reviewed your application for them to update that you will be allocated this amount. So you should not panic, you should just wait for some either weeks or a month. Though it should not take more than a month, but sometimes it takes more than a month depending on when the funds are available. So don't panic when you see such a notification after first time application. And it also happens to those to the second, third, and fourth years, especially those students who have been validating their ID details on HELB portal. So after you validate your ID details on HELB portal, your portal will also show this notification. This is because you have included a new detail, which is your ID, and it has not been verified by the HELB loan. So after they verify it, then your portal will be back to normal and you will be able to see the HELB and scholarship application status. So we have 4 stages of funds processing. And so after you apply, the first stage is registration and verification. The second stage, allocation, then disbursement. So disbursement is where the payments happen. But sometimes, so according to the HELB, the Higher Education Loans Board, each stage takes about a month. But this can vary depending on fund availability or university opening dates. Like right now, I have seen a lot of students have received the tuition fee for HELB loan, and some the scholarship, but they have not received the upkeep. So upkeep amount is always disbursed after your university or when you are in session. So when your university will open, from that day you will now start seeing the funds into your bank accounts or M-Pesa. But sometimes if there are delays, like for example, we have some students who are receiving their upkeeps in the long holiday while they are at home. It's because of the case that we had, so there was a delay in releasing the funds. So each stage takes a month, but sometimes if funds are available and maybe there is a limited time, you'll just find the funds are processed even in a month. You'll find each stage even takes days or weeks. Yeah, then sometimes we have these errors that many students are finding in their portal, especially the continuing students. Let me show an example. So you go to my loans. So you can see these details are appearing. Disbursement in progress. Fully disbursed means all the funds for the previous academic year have been paid. So to see the details or the progress of your funds, you click here on view details. Yeah, so you scroll, then you click here on view details. If you are using a phone, you need to turn your phone into desktop mode, then you'll be able to see all the details this way, as it appears here. So you click on view details. Then after you click on view details, you are supposed to see how the amount has been sorted, either for the upkeep amount, tuition amount, yeah, that way. But right now most student portals are appearing this way. This is because we have a lot of students and the application are being reviewed, and so there is a delay by the Higher Education Loans Board to update this portal, or sometimes it's because of the system, the HELB system is down, and so there's no issue with this. As long as you did your application, you received the serial number of both HELB and scholarship, or you are eligible funds, there is no issue, even if the portal appears this way, because we have some students, their portals are appearing this way, but they have already received a message that their funds have been disbursed to school account. So there is no issue with this. As long as you did your application successfully, you should not panic about this. So you need to know that HELB sends upkeep money after you report back to school, and also it depends on your admission or opening day. So right now we have the funds for the upkeep, but they are not being released because most universities have not opened. And also you need to know, if the Treasury releases funds early, you will get the money sooner. So delays happen if the Treasury delays to release the money. If you have applied late, that's why I always insist each one of you to do the application very early. Then if there is a court case about the new funding model or about the Higher Education Loans Board like last year, you will always experience delays in disbursement. Or if your university has closed temporarily, that let's say maybe it's due to a strike, yeah, your funds will not be processed until you get back to session. So sometimes we'll see errors like missing batch numbers at the disbursement stage. So like for example, this portal here, you can see it's indicating disbursement in stage, meaning the students has the batch numbers, but you are not able to see them. You should not panic about that. Then sometimes if you find it so, you can use the HELB USSD code to check the loan status. Then no amount showing while in allocation stage. Let me display that. Like for example, this portal, you can see here allocated, you can see the amount, but when you click here, you are not able to see how the amount has been sorted. So sometimes you can find your application is an allocation stage, but you are not able to see the amount itself. There's no issue with that. And because last year, if you remember, some of the portals appeared this way, there was no details to show, but at the end, every student received the money, and you can see each portal has been updated to the current academic year, which is starting either this August or next month. So you can find no details at all, no amount showing while in allocation state, missing batch numbers, This could be because the HELB system is down, or HELB has not updated your details. So many students apply, so reviewing each case takes time. Remember, you are in thousands, and they are also in a hurry to process each one's funds. So you should not panic as long as you did a successful application. Those who used M-Pesa method for payment, so after they process all your funds, then you have your batch number. Some of you may receive a message, or some will not receive a message. So the moment you see your portal indicating that your batch number has been paid, you need to check your bank account balance. But it takes, for banks, it takes 3 days, but it's sometimes 1 day, depending on the bank that you used. So you check the bank balance to see if your funds have been paid. So if then there's about the batch number. Batch number represents a group of students who will receive money at a certain period or time. Because I saw last year some students asking if batch numbers can be same. So batch numbers represents thousands of students for that same particular number. So if your batch number is 64 00 64 40, we have several students with the same batch number. And so if you find your friend has received money and he or she has the same batch number, it means also your funds has been released. So you just need to check either your bank account, or if you find that your student portal has not been updated, or it's not reflecting your funds from the government, you need to visit the student finance office. Then you inform them your batch number was paid, but the amount has not reflected on your side. So that will always happen. A batch number can be shared by a group of students, and also when it's paid, when a certain batch number is paid, it means all those students have received the amount. So if it's upkeep for banks, it takes 3 months. And if you withdraw your funds, make sure you withdraw all of them, because if you leave any balance in the next semester or academic year, you'll not be able to withdraw the funds. Like for example, those who use the M-Pesa method, if you don't withdraw your funds until your account reads 0, you will not be able to withdraw the next upkeep until you withdraw the previous one. And also I want to talk about the M-Pesa number. I always insist students to use the bank account method because it's always easier to withdraw, and also there is no delay. For M-Pesa, funds reflect fast, immediately after payment the funds will reflect, but withdrawing can even take a month or even more, or even 3 months. So for those who use the M-Pesa method, you need to wait until you receive sure pay message. There is a system called sure pay. It's a payment system, so you need to wait until you receive 2 messages. So the first message, especially for the first years, the first message will indicate that will show you have been added as a member or registered with SurePay. Then after that, you will receive another message telling you that your funds have been released. Then you will start to withdraw. So to withdraw the funds for those who use M-Pesa number, use either *642# method, or you use the *334# method. If you withdraw your funds, remember, withdraw them to 0. Then for the banks, same, but for banks there's no problem with withdrawal. For Equity Bank, you can use either the app, but the easiest method is *247# for Equity Bank, or you can just check on Google, you just search. For example, if you use Cooperative Bank, just search Cooperative Bank USSD code. Then you'll be able to get it. You can see it is *677#. Then so you will dial this on the phone number that you used to create your bank account. Let me talk about those students who are using the junior bank account. So if you use a junior bank account, it means you don't have an ID. For you to withdraw your funds, you will visit a bank branch. It is a must you visit a bank branch, or you can visit a bank agent. He or she will help you to withdraw the funds, but the best way is to just visit a bank branch. Then you will get your funds, or you can create an ATM card. You can pay for it right now, an ATM card for your bank account. Then after you receive your ID, for those students who are applying using the birth certificate and cases index number, after you receive your ID, you need to first create a KRA certificate. Then after you create a KRA certificate, update, or you need to verify your ID details on HELB portal. So for example, let me see if I'll get an account. I can't recall this an account. Don't know if I. Oh, this one. So if you receive your ID, you don't create another HELB account. That's where many students mess. So you'll find a student going back to registration. So if you did your application using the ID, you just need to log in on the same HELB account that you used previously. Then you enter your ID number, first name and phone number, then you validate it here. Don't go to the registration tab again. Just verify your details after you log in here. So then for your bank details, for those who use the junior bank account, you will visit your respective bank. If it is Equity Bank that you used, you visit the bank branch with your KRA certificate and ID and a phone number that is registered on your ID. Then you request them to update your bank account to an adult bank account, from junior bank account to an adult bank account. Then from there you will be able to process or do anything from your bank account, or if it's to withdraw, if it's to deposit funds using your phone without visiting a bank agent or a bank branch. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, specifically on funds processing, application status. As long as you did your application, there's no issue, even if you find errors on your HELB portals. And the easiest method to get, if you want to know your batch number, maybe let's say it's almost, or we are almost sitting for your end semester exams and you don't have a batch number, you just visit the Huduma Center. Then they'll be able to log into your HELB portal. Then they'll show you the batch numbers. Then you can go back to the school finance office and you tell them your funds are being processed and they'll be paid soon. Then you can just sit for your exam. So thank you for joining this session. You can subscribe, then share the video.